Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Our show is different than everything else. We don't spend an hour or two pontificating about everything. What we do is we do quick, witty news, hit it, move on to the next one. So basically, within 10 minutes, you get an overview of everything that happened over the weekend, like today or the day before. So let's get going with it. Today is National Armed Forces Day. So there you go. All of you in the armed forces who have served in the armed forces, Bulldog salute. Joe Biden's been diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer. I have a theory about this. The Axios got a hold of the Justice Department, her audio tape interview of Joe Biden, and it's now been out in the public, and it's my belief that the Biden family decided to release this news to counter that news. It's apparently aggressive. It's apparently in his bones. It's metastasized. It's stage 4. It means that it's not looking good for Joe Biden. As I did on my Facebook Live, I want everybody to know that Joe Biden, this doesn't change anything. Cancer sucks. We've all been affected. I wish Joe Biden and his family the best in his cancer treatment and the quality of his end of his life. However, doesn't change anything that this was a political gangster, bad man, tried to destroy America, the worst American president in our history, and it's not even close. He was a full-blown political gangster. James Comey apparently met with the Secret Service for an hour on Friday voluntarily. I wonder if he lied. Remember, I'm asking the questions that nobody else is asking, which is this. The cell phone, who was with you? Who did you tell? Who did you communicate this with? On and on and on. Bongino and Patel jointly stated Epstein died from a suicide. So all of you conspiracy theorists about that, there you have it. Axios did release, and I was just listening to part of it, the Biden, her's the guy that interviewed, I'll call him Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur interviewed Joe Biden. Remember, Joe Biden was too feeble to be prosecuted. Have you ever heard such a thing? Newsom blames Trump for the $12 billion shortfall. Why? The cutting off of Medicaid for illegal aliens. No, Newsom, that's on you. Big, beautiful bill. I laugh about this. Friday, it didn't go through the budget committee. It's now out of the budget committee. By the way, it includes keeping the Trump tax cuts. It includes no tax on tips and a bunch else. Remember, big, beautiful bill. It's so funny that they keep calling it the big, beautiful bill. Carolyn Levitt, big, beautiful bill. Supreme Court ruled late Friday that the Alien Enemies Act does not apply. Well, it does apply. But what they were saying is the notice for it's very narrow ruling. It wasn't that big of a defeat. They said we're only deciding that the notice to these Venezuelan illegal immigrants was too short a notice. That's all they ruled on. Remember what I complain about the Supreme Court all the time? When they have an opportunity to make a profound decision, they don't do it. Trump warns Walmart that they better absorb the tariffs and they better not blame the tariffs for any price increases. In world news, J.D. Vance met with Zelensky face-to-face. First time they've met since the Oval Office meltdown by Zelensky. J.D. Vance also met with the new Pope. That's interesting. The Pope is still alive. Iran says they're going to keep going. The Ayatollah, they're going to keep trying to build a nuclear weapon regardless of these talks. Oh, well, we'll see what Trump's next move is. $400 million Qatar plane. Apparently, this was under the works even during the Biden administration. There's talk, is it going to be like Wired, the spy or whatever? Who knows? 3 State Department officials were gunned down in Mexico. Sad. We'll see what Trump does to that. Valerie Marquez, a TikTok influencer in Mexico, was shot down and killed during her TikTok live stream. Wow. She's apparently going out with a cartel member. In pop culture, Joe Rogan says he's more likely to believe in the resurrection of Jesus Christ than the Big Bang Theory. I want everybody to know that based upon what we now know about alien cultures, UFOs, and everything that's been revealed, I think it adds more credence than less credence to the idea of a resurrection of Jesus Christ, which I do believe. All right, Chris Brown, the pop singer, arrested in UK May 15th, held to June 13th incident attacking a music producer with a tequila bottle and stomped on his head. His world tour is in jeopardy. And Vince Neil's breaking up his girlfriend. Apparently, she was a victim of a catfish. Uh-oh. Kid Rock, Bruce Springsteen. Kid Rock took on to Bruce Springsteen. You know, he said it was convenient for him to attack America from Europe. And also, he's under fire for saying the reason why there's not as many babies is ugly liberal women. And Alan Jackson had his last concert. He's hanging up. He's not touring anymore. Sports Without Boundaries. It was one of the greatest horse races I have ever seen. What happened was journalism, the favorite, was boxed in, nowhere to go, and literally just pushed through two horses, then took another whack from a horse and won by a nose. It was an incredible race by journalism. Knicks, Pacers in the East, Thunder and Wolves at the West. The winners will play in the finals. Purdy, the quarterback for the 49ers, Mr. Irrelevant, signed a 5-year, $260 million deal. He's a rich man now. Dale Earnhardt says he doesn't recognize NASCAR the way it is now. He says the value of these teams, if you bought in, he regrets not buying in about a decade ago for $1 million, are worth $50 million. They're going to be worth $100 million. And the only way to get a car is to be have lots and lots of money. Scotty Scheffler came back and won the PGA championship despite him and Roy McIlroy and some others not being able to use their putters because they weren't official. Ronaldo is the highest paid athlete for the third year in a row. On the field, $225 million. Off the field endorsements, $50 million. Holy smokes. Shakespeare, your insult of the day is, do not be a reeky, plume-plucked pestilent. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.